I was dancing, and this man kept coming to me not on a, come, I love you so much, you good dancer, love you so much.
Yeah.
He was there on some.
Yeah.
A freak. And at that time, some food the energy, and I was just like, cause that video, I go there and I come back here because I was doing the chase. So when I went there, I made a I'm gonna push him because what are you doing? Do you not know that I'm small? You actually do. What means you're a pedophile?
What up, guys? This is Black Beyond Major podcast. We're back again with the second episode.
Yes.
Of course, I'm not alone. I'm with my distinguished two co-hosts. My name is Luvuyo Pretty Boy Stacky. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, pretty much Facebook, but I don't go by Pretty Boy. But anyway, I'll give the opportunity to my co-hosts to introduce themselves, and of course, they'll introduce the guests as well.
Okay, guys, we are so excited. This is our second episode.
It is what it is.
And it took so long.
It took so long, actually, but
you know what they say, like proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Yes.
So 5 P's.
But sometimes being over prepared, you end up making mistakes.
Like me just now. I feel like
disturbing booking.
Okay, so I go by the name of WamaBBW. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram and on X as WamaBBW_Black. And yeah.
So I'm Nomthanazo Pangisile, and this is the second episode. We are also excited. Like, this is so exciting, guys. And we've got an amazing guest, an influencer, a content creator, a dancer, a graduate. We've got a full package in studio. Igama lakhe, she goes by the name of Kamo, WamaBBW. Where's the horn?
Please.
How are you, baby?
I am sick. But I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
This is my very first podcast, by the way. So I'm excited.
We devirtualized it.
We on the map. We on the map.
I'm very, very excited to be here. I like speaking a lot. So this is an opportunity for me to, keep anything nice to release whatever I have inside. And I think people always see me dancing.
Yeah.
And you never get to really talk to me. So you never know, Guti, what kind of a person I am, you understand? So you always just assume, maybe she's this, but you never know. So this is like a platform for people to get to know me and, what I think of and my train of thoughts, Yeah.
And the type of a person that you are.
Definitely.
So I don't know, do you guys want to start with the questions?
So
do we shoot straight to the serious questions?
No.
I feel like I still need to get to know Kamo.
Yeah.
Like, aside from the whole social media personality that you are right now, but like I want to know Kamo Kamo Bani. How did this Kamo come about into the whole scene of being a social media person, like a personality as you are? Like, what?
Okay, so this is my favorite question. My name is Kamogelo and I was born and raised in Daveyton, right? So now what happens is, my parents, those parents in the townships that will risk everything for you to go to a private school. Yeah. Those are my parents. Oh. So that's why I'm able to articulate myself like this. So I was one of those kids that went to the private school, and that school was such a good school. I didn't have the opportunity to be outside and to gallivant. But now remember now. Even though I'm into 5, but I want to explore. But I want to know what's going on outside.
Yeah.
What's there? Yeah. Because I had one friend, one best friend who went to a public school, and she used to tell me all of these great stories, and I used to be like, I want to do that. So obviously now, I want to explore, I want to see more. And then I was like, actually, friend. Also, remember, let me paint this analogy for you now. I'm a fat kid. I wear prescribed glasses.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm in top 5.
Yeah.
And I never break any rules at school.
Oh my God, everybody.
So if I'm your child,
mad.
Exactly. So if I'm your child, you're never gonna think of anything. You're not gonna say, Mtanam can do this. You understand?
Yeah.
So my parents always trusted me. If I say I'm going to this friend's house, they never used to call nothing. They used to just leave me.
So the trust was on a high.
On a high, like 100. So then I was like, friend, let's do this. I want to see or go to what it's like going to certain places, like clubs and, And so that's when it started. But dancing started at a pretty young age. I was always dancing. That annoying grandmother that when she's always here, you must dance for her.
I I know. I should dance a for the 5 friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, no, but I used to like guap. Like, nah, if it's not a note, I don't want it.
Yeah.
So I used to be that person. And then we went to the club scene now. Spanky manager school. Every day I knew I'm gonna keep my money. Skaftin. And my grandmother used to make the best. So skaftin every day and save my money. Weekend.
It's on.
I was in grade 11, and I don't promote this, but I was in grade 11. And we're like, no, let's go. And
Yeah.
So if we're Mzimba, usually people think that you're older than you are. Yeah.
Also, there was easy entry in the club.
Easy. Also, this great
my
smile.
God.
You're not gonna let me get in.
I mean,
Yeah, and the personality as well. You've got
Yeah.
a very amazing personality. Kamo.
Big personality.
So, like, I've got a lot that I want to ask you. But before singing on the fun side of things, like, I would like for you to tell us how did losing your dad mean to you?
So I lost my dad 2009. How do you know that?
Because I reposted, like, dude,
I mean, you know, on a certain TV program they say Gunamaroto.
Okay. Damn. So I lost my dad on 2009 June. He was shot, and I think it would have been better. You know what? I think everything happens for a reason, and I think there was a purpose in it, losing him at such a young age. I was a spoiled girl. I was a daddy's girl. If my daddy is here, you cannot tell me anything. If my mother hits me in the morning and my dad is not there, bet when he comes back at 8 o'clock in the evening, when I hear the car getting in, Nyakala. I start from the top.
How?
And then my father will obviously freak.
Yeah.
I was the apple of his eye. You understand? I was a daddy's girl. And I think that, were you okay?
Yeah, sorry about that.
And I think that in him not being there, I had to learn to be on my own. You understand?
Ooh, yeah.
Because my mother's there, ne? And family members are there, but they're not my dad.
Yeah.
And I connected with my dad much more than I did with other people. So I grew a backbone. I think that's how I must put it.
Yeah.
I grew a backbone, and I grew on how to stand on my own. If he was still here, I wouldn't be here.
Comfortable.
Too comfortable. Too comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You had this thing of, you know what, the world can go where the sun doesn't shine.
Please.
I got my dad.
I got my dad.
Please.
I got my
Exactly.
dad. Yeah.
So now I'm growing here. I'm growing every day, and it's just so beautiful to see because people around me, they make you realize these things. You know, people say things about you, like, oh, okay, yes, So yeah, it was for better or for worse, but for better.
Yeah.
But for better, ne? Yeah. Okay, so coming to the body, ne? I'm asking this because I have the same problem. So you can see how petite. I like to say I'm petite, not slender.
Okay.
Yeah, so as petite as I am, I still get body shamed. Because, like, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's
so
boring.
I'd get to a club, like, I'm old. Actually, I am old.
Matured.
So, rather, yeah. So I'd get to a club and I'd be asked for my ID. Yeah, man, we're not 16. I'm like, child. So, it's something I'm still trying to adjust to because it's very difficult. So, how do you deal with body shaming, like, in the public eye?
You know, body shaming on social media.
Yeah.
Social media is not reality.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah, it isn't.
So people can comment negative things, but no one will ever come up to me and say what they said.
Yeah.
Real life.
Yeah.
I promise you that. So there's not a lot of things to deal with, like I deal with on social media. But what I do, let me tell you something, like, you know, in order, like, have you ever seen a dog barking at a car that is standing still?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when it's moving.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. And I think
And we know that because we're from the hood.
Exactly. You need to
We're from the hood.
you need to be, if you're comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Nothing people will ever say will shake you.
Yeah.
Or when you love yourself enough.
Yeah, I think as much as people can be mean, right? You have the choice to ignore. You have the choice to not read comments. Do not subject yourself to negativity. If sitting with these people over here makes you not feel positive about yourself, don't do it.
Yeah.
You understand? Because we say move our inner self. Be with people that bring out the best in you. You know, people that will encourage you, motivate you, and love you the way that you are.
Yeah,
There's something called shaming, and there's something called constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very important to distinguish between the two
It's a
things.
very thin line, actually.
There's a very thin line.
Yeah.
Because also as a person, you need to be able to take criticism and be able to apply it. You know, because then if you don't, you may just be led astray. And understand?
Yeah.
And also with the way people will come onto you will also determine how you receive the news, whether as positive criticism or as shaming.
Yeah.
So I think if you just distinguish and keep to positive people, if there's no positive people, keep to yourself. You know, also a lot of family members can also be negative, and that's something that we never want to talk about.
We never want to talk about.
Yeah.
We actually never want to talk
The
about
bullying
that.
starts there.
Yeah.
That's where the
At
real
all.
bullying starts.
Yeah.
When you're being compared to why are you so fat or why are you so skinny? You know?
Come on.
In my own way.
Yeah.
So like I also wanted to ask, since I'm also like go social media, but not as much as you because you've got very big accounts.
Okay.
And what shocks me all the time when I watch your videos is that my comments.
Yeah.
And then the minute you click on the comments, like nobody's nice. It's just your true fans that see the talent, that see the beautiful personality, that see the beautiful lady that is in love with herself regardless. But I get umuntu obheka the positive side of all of this. Good, she's so talented. Like everyone is just like, why am I talking appropriately? What is appropriate? How do you handle that? Especially, maybe it's the same question, but especially with TikTok, guys. Your TikTok is toxic.
Some people got on TikTok. I don't get it. Why? I don't get it. They're making that episode negative. But you know what I do, right? I look at my post and I see, okay, I'm content with it. Yeah. And I see, would I show this to my parents? Yes. And if I'm able to show my parents, who are you?
Who are you?
Exactly. If my mother is able to see it and I'm comfortable with that, and I don't have to hide it from her, I'm going to post it.
Yeah.
And then what happens is, it depends. Is that post something I'm promoting a brand? Am I promoting a brand? What am I doing? What is the purpose of that post? If it's to promote a brand, I do not want my real audience, my real lovers and day ones, I don't want them to be taken away or for the purpose of the video to be taken away.
I get you.
If I'm promoting the color yellow, and people are commenting negative stuff that are not about yellow, I'm going to switch the comments off, right? Okay. But if it's just about me and the purpose of that post was about me, I'm not going to remove the comments. I don't read comments. That's why I'm saying do not subject yourself to negativity. You know, block, delete, and move on. No one is going to die. Also, people that comment negative stuff, if they don't, would they die?
No.
Exactly. Are they? And then most of the time, if you go to the people that comment negative stuff, ghost accounts, nothing, more nothing, ugly, right? But I'm not gonna go now and go to your profile as a ghost account, and while then be like, you're so ugly, you know, because also again, two wrongs don't make it right. But I'm not saying I'm not gonna get fed up though.
I mean,
Once in a while, I have to call out someone.
You
I have to keep it at
the end of the day.
Keep it moving, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the reason why there's so much criticism, there's so much negativity going upon your pages, right, is the thing of we breaking social stereotypical norms.
Standards.
Right?
Yes.
There's certain standards that we're breaking, right? In terms of, rather, let me not say we breaking, that you're breaking. In terms of Uguti, it's to that jive, you know, it's to that stability by skilly, it's to that sense. But now seeing you do those things, it's actually shocking, you know? And when they get shocked,
It triggers them.
Yeah, it triggers them, and they don't understand that because of whether they comment positive, negative. The fact that you interacted with my video,
it's enough for me.
it's enough for me. You know, to some extent, that other celebrities, rather other influencers, would go to an extent of saying, "Thank you, you just paid my check."
True.
You get, because at this time and age, well, personally for me, I don't believe in negative comments.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna leave it there, but remember that the amount of people that hate you, the same amount of people that like you.
Yeah.
It's just that in Sutu, I can't put it, but like it sounds good in Vinek.
Yeah, I once heard someone saying, we see those that hate you, but what about those that love you?
You know?
That was
And her being
so
here
profound for
means
me.
something about Black Beyond Major. We love her.
So because with me being in the adult, being an adult content creator, right, I always get judged. Anginandaba-ke nebody mina. I always get judged, like, oh, how could you do that? Like, you don't respect yourself.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's a market, my love, and that's the truth. What about those that love me? So you have to focus on what you're vibrating towards.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a friend.
Yeah.
Zutabantu is one of my
yeah.
closest friends. And when you're saying that, I know because she's also in that space where she's comfortable to be in her own body, but she's also getting paid for it.
Oh, yeah.
If people don't make adult content, people are making adult content because people are watching it.
Yes.
You understand?
Exactly.
So now, I don't get it. Do they criticize you because of your body?
No, just Njoguti, stop talking too much. Focus on selling your pussy. Like, people just assume.
What?
I'm telling you.
Like, you know,
Like, people just
let me try and
assume.
explain it in the way she's actually trying to say it, right? You know this thing of when you're doing something, like someone saying, focus on dancing, Kamo, you're good at that. So now when people have seen what you are on about or what you've been posting,
Yeah.
so now you're subjected to that.
Yeah,
you're
it's like,
subjected
you can't
to that
explore
only.
now.
You
You're
can't
not supposed
explore
to have
now.
an opinion
Yes,
about
like
So
the
now
other
you can't
times.
have any opinions. You just for them rather. You just this doll that needs to be portrayed as
Focus on one thing, do one thing.
Yeah,
Because
you
for an
need-
example, sorry, Google blog. For an example, there was a time where on Twitter I posted, Uguti, if you've never traveled outside South Africa, please don't speak negatively about the ANC. Because I've been an ANC member for a long time, right? But I don't know this year, but I've been an ANC member. I've been an ANC member for a long time. But I'm just saying, you've never voted, you've never left the country. Awukazi ubone how other people are struggling, and yet you always bash South Africa. Yes, I'm not saying they are perfect, but baza ke ama-Twittarians.
And they attack
Are you not selling pussy anymore?
Oh, no.
Please go and sell pussy and leave the politics to politicians. I deleted the post.
deleted the post?
I deleted the post, and then bangena abanye kuma DMs go, no, you didn't have to delete the post. Own up to your statements. I own up. I'm not that brave, okay, guys.
And you know what? Also, another thing with that is that the people that shame you,
Yeah.
remember now, you see 5 people that are shaming you, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe 10 people agree with you, but you're going to delete the post and
For laba baithu.
for laba bayithunyana abakushemayo, you're going to delete it.
I mean, I'm forward
Those-
to shame my bobo.
Listen, the same people that were shaming you will come to you in real life. So costly,
Yeah.
and be like, I'm such a fan.
Yes. Angeke zabe honest ukuthi why did you
Angeke
They will
asho
never
ukuthi
confront
yimi
you.
lo
Never.
engathi kanje nakanje 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 angeke asho.
Never.
So, ngathi ngikhuluma kakhulu.
Hayibo, kakhulunywa la sisi.
With the social media standards, you know, with social media, this is how your body needs to look like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you know what? People
BBL.
if you're getting a BBL, do it for you. If you're getting a liposuction, do it for you. Because next year, it's time to like pen.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go inject facts into your body?
Yeah.
And njengoba
People are
sikhuluma
ever
so njengoba
content.
sibele school. These days, like the BBWs are looking so gorgeous.
Oh,
Well.
I mean,
it's giving seasonal
true.
seasonal changes.
it's giving seasonal. But come on, let's be honest. Socially, social norms, usually, but we interate to the some
Aye,
you know.
And
But
don't forget
it's
ukuthi
certain
phela
things that I
i-BBL
wanted to address. No, like how does she deal with those social norms and like how is she maneuvering, even making money with the whole thing of kuti? Mina nginje ngiso and I'm making money.
That was a smart move, baby. Everyone, let's not
And we won.
What? Angisho ukuthi laba abanye sibabona siyabona
no.
mara ipower.
Yeah.
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 How do I deal with that? I think that money makes things a lot better.
It does.
A lot better. But in seriously, now, if I decide to lose weight, right? If I decide to lose weight right now, it would not be because people are saying, Kamo, you need to lose weight.
Yeah.
Right? Because people will look at you and say you're healthy, and then look at me and say I'm unhealthy, without us going to the doctors.
Yeah.
You understand? You may be a problem. There are people who see when they eat certain foods, they can't keep it down. They have to go vomit. And that's why their body shape is the way they are. Ngingagula manje to the point of where I'm losing so much weight. And you know what people will say? Oh, wow, Kamo, you're doing so good. You're losing weight. You don't know why I'm losing weight.
Because of about your sick.
Oh, or about
About your
3
doing
rooms.
good. There's always negative.
See now.
Or about 3 rooms. That's how.
We cannot
That's
compete
how.
with
And
people.
at the end of the day, whether it is that a private life, even though umuntu angaba ku-spotlight, but you still have a private life.
But also, when you choose to be in the public eye, you choose the scrutiny behind it, or you choose to be talked about, and that for me, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, I've come to a decision, conscious one, Wuti. If you talk negative about me, that's okay. Also, do you believe that any publicity is a good publicity?
Actually, I do.
Bad or good? Is it
Better,
Yeah,
for me,
publicity
So
is
there's
me-
nothing as
for me,
bad
for me,
publicity,
any
basically.
publicity is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you're
the
public.
same way I've been saying, the negative comments are gonna pay my check. I'm there. I'm that person.
There's no such a thing as a negative comment, seriously. But
Yeah.
because if we really focused on the negative comments,
We're going nowhere.
ngaba akekho umuntu on social media, even Mihlali gets bashed.
Yeah.
That's
And
a-
she
that's a
soldiers
fact.
on so well.
Inamurulong. Inamurulong ufakile lapha ngithi une-gossip blog. Ufakile laphana ukuthi mina bengitholile uMihlali ama hookup. A whole Mihlali that just bought a fucking car, honey. Awuna nepolo wena uzenzela adult content ukuthi to go by life uzenzela aba podcast. uMihlali hayi ngeke.
Awula nepolo.
What are your thoughts on that? Actually, I'm an influencer being sikufaka ku spotlight.
Yiso lesi
Tusha
sisifuna.
tate.
Yiso lesi
Tusha
sisifuna.
that bit.
Okay, wait. On what? My thoughts on what?
Your thoughts on the fact that but I'm a influencer thengisa ikuku. And mina ke
Ngisiza moya ingcono.
and mina ne ngenza adult content mara angithengisa ikuku ngenza
You know,
makeup.
people in my life are people that are very honest with me, right? And a lot of those things are true. I hate to say it, but someone once said to me, and a very good friend of mine who's got a lot of subscribers, YouTube doesn't pay enough for you to be going to Dubai
Yeah.
every so often.
And
People
buy
might
cars
blow
every
money.
year. Yeah. Buy cars
Your
every year.
boyfriend that's working a 9 to 5 to take you to Dubai more than once.
You see, now,
Ngifakela abantwana abanti-pressure, mara guys, that's
you know, I'll be honest with you,
There's
niggas.
no smoke without fire.
The reason we want to
so
live this.
basically uthi wena vele ba right.
She said some.
No.
Hi bo.
She didn't say it's right, it's wrong. She's just stating
What,
her
wait,
opinion.
what is right? Selling,
yeah.
or
No,
What's
what?
right,
asisho
what's
ukuthi
wrong?
right no wrong. Sithi
Yeah.
uyabelieve na ukuthi vele bathengisa amakuku.
She said it's true.
I believe that it
They're
can
doing
happen.
hookups.
And I believe that there's some that I know that have
Because
done
there's
that.
no way ukuthi njalo they're exposing each other for that and it's not happening. It is
Yeah,
happening.
and
Just when I got ungavuka ekuseni and say, oh, actually, hey, I hooked up Kamo with a couple of people and uvuke nje wena ekuseni as a
Yeah, but
person.
ngeke vele uvuke ekuseni qamba
Something
mangomuntu
must have
nje.
happened.
Yeah.
Something must have happened.
Ukuthi uKamo uthengisa ikuku ungakwazeli.
Kanjani?
Angina nendaba ukuthi you find out or what. Kushuthi
Njani?
ngiyazi ukuthi nginema receipt.
Hey, because I can sue you for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand?
Maru vele athi inamorulong allegedly. Allegedly.
No.
Leka Malga allegedly these days is keeping people, a lot of people safe, eh?
Yeah.
I'll say that. I'll say that with my full chest. Because now,
And yonke into guys nathi sithi allegedly.
Allegedly.
yeah, but now problem is,
Yeah.
in South Africa, we're so focused on
Kamo
what
usho ukuthi alleged.
the women are doing.
Angisho vele mina.
Allegedly.
I mean, allegedly.
I
Mina
know,
kasi
women
sithi
are.
alleged.
Lenti
See,
so.
black beyond measure sithi allegedly.
Cha, mina ngithanda nje ukuthi yebo see black beyond measure, we are saying allegedly. But if you come for Kamo, you're coming for black beyond measure. So basically you are coming for me.
Yeah.
You see, you are coming for me. So if you come for me and you come for actually come for her, you come for me.
Yeah, come for us.
Like specifically me, Pretty Boy Stacky, me. Thank you.
All right.
Wena, do you think that is true?
Mina, honestly speaking, Mina believe it, allegedly. I think it is. No, I think it is true because if you pay attention to all the vlogs, the big blogs, like Lama gossip blogs, they're forever exposing influencers for selling
For
pussy.
hookups.
But you will never see that from adult content creators. Do you know a lot of adult content creators actually don't sell pussy?
You know why also they don't do that with other content creators? It's because if you say allegedly a sex worker is selling her body, and if you say
Yeah.
someone, a businesswoman is selling her body, which one is more juicy?
Ooh, yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Which one is more juicy? I'm not gonna talk about you that you're black. I'm gonna talk about someone that's white claiming to be black.
Yes.
I mean, that'll actually gain traction and more attention.
Definitely.
Yabo? So me, the whole that conversation, hey guys, it is what it is.
Is it wrong?
To sell pussy? For me, I can't be in a position to say it's wrong or right, but I can say it's a bit risky. For your safety, did you see there's an Uber driver who stabbed 2 ladies yesterday?
Yes.
So it is,
Wait. Uber driver or Bolt?
Bolt.
I don't know if it was
It's
Bolt. Oh, yeah.
It's Bolt.
So
So
it never beats the allegations.
and the thing also is I've never heard any other stories with transport companies like Uber or something. It's always Bolt.
Yeah.
It's always Bolt. Most of the time, it's
Bolt.
Bolt. I don't want to lie.
Like, and you know what I always say, nah? It's a serious matter, but just for now.
Yeah.
If I don't laugh, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
I always say, Guti, I'm so grateful to be fat. If you're an Uber driver, you're Kuka Ganjan.
Yeah, Baba Cool.
Ganjani.
Come on, Baba Cool.
What
Did
will you
did
do?
you actually watch the videos? They posted most on social media.
I saw pictures.
Like ngathama baba bambe stage or what?
Like they tie them or something.
Yes, other one at the back. I saw.
I can't imagine having a step.
What type of sex drive do you have to do that to women?
But we don't know if it was rape. We don't know if it was for rape or just to
to traffic.
I mean, either way, what's the point of trafficking?
No, goodbye.
Sexual gaze.
Okay,
for
sure.
other
But
people.
if I'm going to buy you, you're going to another country, what do you think you're going to do? They be a maid?
No, Luvuya. Maybe you don't
Come on,
understand. That's
guys.
actually a good question.
Sexual
No,
slaves.
yeah, when's I
Even guys do that.
and
Even
also-
they even take guys to go
Yes,
become sexual slaves. That's
Uhlale
right.
lapho bakuvalele, and then they just
Yes.
bafaka abantu nje banilale, then they take the money until
Exactly.
you die.
So that's
they
why I'm
drug
asking,
you.
what kind of
the-
sexual fetish is that?
Because also there are people who willingly are prostitutes or willingly sell adult
Why don't
content.
you take those?
Why don't you take those?
And banegotiate ukuthi nizosipha malini.
It's giving
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer. They're sick.
Yeah, they're very, very sick.
See what I'm asking?
sick.
Abantu ama-fetish nyana snacks.
Yeah, ama-fetish, vele.
Abantu these snacks abantu just.
Do you have fetishes?
No, actually. Actually, I don't. What? Actually, I don't.
You
We don't know. We don't know.
You don't. I don't
Other
even think
fetishes
he
stay
knows.
in the
For
dark.
me, no, but for me, honestly, if you're a pretty lady, you're a pretty lady. You my lady, you my lady. You know, it is what it is. If you come the way you come, it's fine. We need to show you born.
Yeah.
Yeah, vele mesiza kuwe. When we come see you the first time, it's the physical appearance. Of course, it's gonna speak. But if you're speaking nonsense to me,
If you don't make sense,
if you don't make sense, my love,
brain capacity yakhanta
then
kakhulu ke lapho.
yeah.
Nasemantombazaneni, same thing.
Even yes.
Speaking of Ukshela, right, and social media standards and norms, what is your type? Do you have a type?
I actually do have a type.
Hayi Kamo sizo-interview wena.
No, but also, I'm trying to show you something.
But anyway.
I'm trying to show you something. Is that your preference or is that what social media has put inside your head?
I have a preference. I certainly have a preference.
What's
know?
your preference?
So you say you do have a type.
I do have a type.
Okay.
I do have a type. However, my type is not out of this world. It's not a fantasy type.
Realistic.
It's very
realistic.
realistic. I expect to go to, if I'm gonna get a girl who's thick, I'm expecting go to ngizomthola anama goodbye, right?
Yeah, nabo ma-stretch marks.
Anama, you know.
Which is the truth.
This is
Like,
me. This is, yeah.
ungacabangi
Yeah.
izinto extravagant.
This is me saying, if I get her, I get her. I mean, of course, I'm at the gym currently, you know, been gymming these couple of 2 years, nyana. Yes, I do see them slim, thick, but no, man.
When uthanda igagagaga, ngiyakwazi.
I still prefer my ladies.
You're fake.
My ladies.
Yeah,
lady.
which is fine.
It's not seasonal with my type then. It's all season.
Yeah, all
Debatable.
seasons. Yeah.
Debatable then.
So now, I also wanted to find out, like, I've been watching a lot of your videos and I saw that you have built a strong bond with your mom. How's that going?
Remember I was close to my dad?
Yeah.
So it's like a work in progress. My mother is more like my sister.
Yeah.
Than my mother.
Yeah.
So it's an easy relationship to form. And And I think another reason is that when I was younger, I had a nanny, right? Full-time nanny. So
Mara kamnaphila kamnandi ke.
Hayi nabaphila kamnandi.
Need
What
to
is
know.
crazy,
You guys also had
Sante
nannies.
ka
Come on.
Crazy. Ah, mfethu.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
So, yeah, I had a nanny and I grew a motherly daughter bond with that nanny.
Okay.
So with her, it was a bit weird. I was like, who are you, lady?
Ubani,
Like,
ubani, manje.
like,
Yeah.
why are you wearing weaves? Aren't mothers supposed to do like small,
Yeah.
you know, because that was like, I was used to that.
Yeah.
So, I grew up bond with her, my nanny. So it was a bit, I had to adjust when I lost my father. Now I couldn't have my nanny because my father was a breadwinner. My mother was like a housewife.
Yeah.
So we had to let go of a lot of things, but not the private school. My mother was like,
High
anything
legacy,
but
yeah.
that.
School.
Anything but
Anything but
that,
the
you know?
school,
So I had to, and I think my mommy is someone that I think I bond more with my brothers than my mother because I have my own love language, she has hers. And because I was raised by a housewife, for example, things with like 50-50 for me don't work. And between me and her, we cannot find that balance as yet.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
If I go out with my brothers right now, they're gonna pay for everything. I know. It's a norm in my family. What's not a norm is me paying. So with my mother, it's just like, you expect, what?
Why funang patay?
Like,
Kutsawa
why-
mama yena. Yeah.
I think she's abusing me.
Yeah.
What's this now?
Yeah.
So yeah. I think we just trying to, but we I think the biggest thing is that we love each other, and with love we can do anything together.
I feel like she views you as an independent girl.
Yep.
More than a baby. I'm a brothers wakho amview njenge baby. They have to. So mama kubona nje ukuthi phela independent Kamo. Ngithi khona enye video ke wayenza. Uphusha laba be stage uthi uzojive. Wathi jika.
Wait, allegedly.
Siyabona allegedly.
No, mhlamba akampushanga bekamsusa ukuthi hayi
No,
isikhathi
I
sami,
did
isikhathi
push
sami.
him. I did push him.
Bekathi uyajive kanti naye lo baba uyandlula uKamavela athi.
Bekangandluli.
"Ukemela mu."
Don't you?
Bekangandluli. Let me tell you guys what happened, right?
Right.
So, okay, so what happened was I was dancing. Now, when you're dancing, right? Look at how I am right now.
Yeah.
And you see me dancing. I want to it's going there. My leg is there. It's stretchy, you know? People with weird fetishes or fantasies,
Yeah.
they want to hold you. They want to, you
Yeah.
understand? And that particular club does not have enough bounces.
Okay.
Right? So I had to be vigilant most of the night.
So you became your own bouncer.
I became, listen, on 100, I don't care.
You're standing
You
on
can-
business.
Yeah.
Please, I was there. So I was like, I was dancing, and this man kept coming to me not on a, come, I love you so much, you good dancer, love you so much.
Yeah.
He was there on some,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh.
A freak.
And at that time, some food, the energy, and I was just like, cause like that video, I go there and I come back here because I was doing the chase.
Yeah.
So when I went there, I made a conscious. I'm gonna push him because what are you doing? Do you not know that I'm small? You actually do. That means you're a pedophile.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my father.
Certified
Yeah.
I was like, let me push her and
pedophile.
I'm gonna push him. I'm not gonna regret it. I still don't. Well, I think I do.
No,
'Cause,
you actually don't.
No, you're not.
But
that
I don't.
Yeah,
nah.
you don't.
Yeah, no,
you
I'm lying, I
don't.
don't.
And it's something that you shouldn't feel ashamed of. I mean, we deal. That's the exact same way we do with pedophiles. We don't want no Jeffrey Dahmers in South Africa. Even though we do have them, but yeah. But I feel like you shouldn't. You are standing on business. I mean, you're also protecting yourself. What if Bambi wrong?
Exactly, like, and then I'm gonna slap him, and then what you know? Sing Yatsugana, and then you guys get,
Now you're gonna give people a teaspoon of something they need to talk about.
and then there's some disrespecting adults.
Yeah.
Siamas, jelly baby situation.
I mean,
We were not there. We were not there.
And people were saying now that she has apologized, we still have anger. What should we do about it?
Hey, well, guys, aren't you
Where the
supposed
sun
to
doesn't
just
shine,
move?
guys.
She said sorry, move.
Where the sun doesn't shine, take it there.
Ish. Also, but you know why the problem with that situation was? A lot of our mothers are working at stores like that. The retail people. Yeah, but
Or her saying, you're nothing.
Umek.
Umeke. So ish.
What is Meg? Zulu gets it.
weak. I see Lotto.
I told you we should go to
it's
PTA. I told you we should go to PTA.
We will.
Told you.
So I think that could have come out a lot like differently to what it did come out as.
Yeah.
For example,
Yeah, it was gonna go there.
guys,
You know.
please. One thing I'm not gonna do is let a grown ass man touch me.
Yeah.
Please.
But mina ngithe mangibona la video nje, I just knew ukuthi bamsukela.
Ne?
Like I just knew something was off with the guy.
Woo!
You always see something is off. It's either the genes are dreaming. It's either their dreams are dreaming. Genes rather, they're dreaming, or they're always wearing black. Black, something of black that's just dreaming. In Zulu, ipupile. That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Something is just wrong with this. With how they dress.
Jeans are
Yeah,
dreaming.
you know. But anyway, you know, Minu coming mazela ku music video. I'm a BBW, right?
Yep.
That's how I got to know Kamo, and that's how the interest already sparked. It's like,
Ubani lo?
no, nafuthi ngoba manje kuna BBW ngisuka khona aba years de kanje.
Yeah.
She's breaking the scene.
Yeah.
You know who is Kamo? So much ngabona ngathi, you know what, guys, for as long as you are happy, social media, society
Does not define you.
does not define
And as long as you love yourself and you know that you are beautiful and you've got a great personality. So, angitshele Kami ngathi mina nje engiphethe ama hectic questions, guys.
Give them to me.
Okay, ngiphetha
Feeling kanjani? So I saw you made a video with your grandmom.
Yes.
Uthuma address as Kamo, Kamoza. You graduate, man. How did that feel for you when you finally graduated?
I mean, like it was great, nah. It just felt like I was getting out of grade 12. Like it was just great.
Actually, ithanda ke incwadi.
I do.
So sakudala
No, I
kaBukamo.
do, yeah.
So sakudala kaBukamo. Ukamo wafunda. Yeah, so sakudala
Ufundile kuKamo.
Ufundile kuKamo. Nanoma yolotsholwa.
Ufundile uKamo.
Ningabakabani nina niyazi ufunde kanjani?
uKamo.
Le ntombazane ifundile.
Noted. And then this one is not allegedly feeling food.
It is the truth.
Yeah,
So,
so it's not legit.
yeah, so I did my Bachelor of Arts, majoring in psychology at UJM, and I'm graduating this Friday actually. So
That's beautiful.
for me, it's like when I graduated, it was supposed to be like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
These brains, they're not there for nothing.
Yeah.
I was driving pay.
Yeah, now I just want my honors. I'm going to do my honors next year. When I do maybe a master's, maybe that's when I can be like, yeah, I'm like a boss. And I said, I'm to make it.
Yeah.
You see, so yeah, I want to do my honors. I love school. I love school. I love school a lot. And I think that if I'm not in school, my brain doesn't function properly. You understand? I love doing school.
It's an idling brain.
Entertainment. Yeah, well, I think
The balance of both.
yes, it balances me out.
Yeah.
You know, so that I don't let social media get into my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but too much school. Yeah, but yes, I like the both of them, best of both worlds. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back to school next year and do my honors.
Okay, so I only had one serious question. Going back to serious questions, I think I saw you on a certain video on TikTok. Rather, I don't know who it is. It's Sima or whoever posted it, right? When the EFF was doing a rally.
Oh, yeah.
So
1 million views or 1 million likes.
yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot
Ngasho
of
ngathi
interaction.
yabona-ke lona-ke,
So I just
hawu.
wanted to know, like, what's your view? Like, do you have a political bone in you, or you just went there for you know, for the kwap or what?
Guys,
What's-
nizokhohlelisa aze angifuni ukuhleka. Why uba serious?
Man.
Do you have a political bone?
Do we have water? More water?
Yeah, we do.
Mara.
No, you know what? Okay,
And I know the problem now is, I knew it was gonna come because she started by saying, Mina, I believe in the ANC. I'm like, woo.
Guys, umeke vote.
and a youth. So many school. But I mean, advisor as the youth. Good, okay.
Ngoba
What's
mina
the next?
confused
Are you
very
guys
much.
aware that we are the next generation that needs to take lead? So at
Yeah,
the end of
yeah.
the day, social media, Jive, TikTok, whatever. But we need to take lead. We need to be serious.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that if you see mostly with the EFF and what they're doing now, they involve the youth, right?
Yeah.
Mostly they involve the youth in everything that they do. Whether they are planning manifestos, whether they are planning, you know, those things, right? And woo! So
Kwenzenjani?
there's a lot that they're doing for the youth that I can resonate and appreciate, right? But also, again, there are other political parties that have these certain things that they do that I agree with or that I believe in. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you cannot take things here, things there, and add them together because somehow they will clash.
Yeah.
But so I think my vote is definitely my secret. Yeah, that's what I can say for that.
Okay.
I mean that's fine.
Uyangisolisa ngathi
Yang
umntwana kaJuju
Solis.
lo.
Uhambile.
Awukhonkhele le one.
Even
Ngithi ngibonile leya
Juju.
video etshola abantu ayishayela phaya.
Oh, that video is on
Kural.
25 million.
Likes or views?
25 million views and
likes?
2.6 million.
Angela, was that like the highest number you've ever gotten with views and likes?
Yes.
Yo, that was powerful. Abantu bayithandile le ngoma lena ne.
Yes.
And ngiyakubona uyakulaba bafana labo thasenzeni.
Yes.
Like how was that? Like how was being in that space where the like politicians abapha i-platform ukuthi babe youth njengoba bathi they like that and enjoy and dance and perform on stage. Khona uzinhle kwayemani lo gibela i-stage ke lapha bounce nge-stretch phansi.
That's another babe of mine, actually. Yeah.
Really?
Agibele so ayephezulu.
Ay,
I love that
powerful
one a
girl.
lot.
Oh, you brought her with you?
No, ke kae baby.
Ayo, guys, relax. I'm just asking.
So that you brought her with you.
Yeah,
She just said it's
I thought you said
afraid.
you like thick hands.
No,
What happened?
guys,
You think
relax.
and it's
Guys,
I just said
guys,
giving
guys,
seasonal.
Guys,
Yeah, it is
relax.
definitely giving seasonal now.
No, guys, relax. I'm just asking because she just said
That's my babe.
that's the friend.
Phela sizokujudge
So I mean, I'm thinking as
I
I
also
want.
said that I
Come
was
on,
my
no,
babe. We
come
never
on,
said anything.
come on,
Uzaka
come on.
niks ngozodwa.
And
Come on, guys.
But asikho lapho.
Ah no, guys, come on. I'm thinking jealous of South Africa. Then I go safe. Come on, we want mhlambuze naye. Come on.
Okay, sharp.
Ah,
Alright.
I'm defending
Point
myself.
taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kamo.
Why are you feeling attacked? Why are you defending us?
I mean, you guys are attacking me.
Mara usetapile. You said you have a type. Sibambe lo type.
And it's
No.
not seasonal.
No,
It's
guys,
not
I said it's
seasonal.
not seasonal, but I'm just asking, did you come with her? I mean, it's good to
She would
actually.
have definitely walked in if she was around.
Exactly.
Okay, fine, guys.
Yeah.
Go on.
What was the question again?
So Benkulu Mogutinai, she's a very powerful like content creator, entertainer, musician as well.
Yep.
And angatuna bantu abadala. Ama performance wakho gibeli stage. She was also on the EFF rally. What are your thoughts on that? Youth engage.
With a lot of the other rallies, right? I've never been given the opportunity to just be there and experience and just see what the party's all about. You know? But the EFF collects the youth. You understand? The young people, the people of tomorrow. The people that are actually going to be having to make an impact tomorrow. You understand?
Yeah, I get
so
you.
with other parties, none to be specific, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I haven't seen them, take the youth to another level in terms of investing in them. I have another friend who lives in Mafikeng, right? So another party, I'm not gonna mention names, they were hosting a rally, right? From there, right? They were hosting a rally in that area. And he was basically complaining that we are here, we've got event companies, we've got sound, we've got stage lighting, we've got artists, but they're gonna book people from outside to come here and set up this whole thing, and then they're gonna preach youth empowerment. Zhuang. You understand? So for me, that was like, actually, also with TikTok, remember in South Africa, we don't get paid off TikTok.
And then
They
why
don't pay you directly in South Africa. I don't know.
But they do via
No,
lives,
they
I think.
don't.
No,
Ama
they
lives-
Don't.
I'm a roses.
Ama roses.
Can't money
Phela
le rose
ifuna
bakhona.
kuyiqeda i-live ye-8 hours ungatholanga ne-rose eli-1. And i-rose
Exactly.
eli-1 i-40 cents.
And then you get videos reaching 25 million views.
I name R1 to
Exactly.
the name. But do you know how much Americans making views? Just views, not even likes. They make a lot.
A lot.
You know how you make money on TikTok? When brands approach you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's and then that sponsor thing it comes up there. It's
Not always.
not always,
Some-
but
some
sometimes
don't
it
write
doesn't pop
sponsored.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is just off social media, But as Ukamo, who do you look up to?
I look up to you.
Why are you thinking about it?
You know
Chuti
why?
Bani.
I don't want to leave people out.
Okay.
But at the same time, I want to be very precise and specific in my answer.
Okay.
I look up to thing is, I used to look up to this American lady called Lizzo. Do you guys know Lizzo?
Yeah,
Lizzo, yeah.
Lizzo, yeah.
And then those allegations of body shaming came up,
Yeah.
and it was like
Was she the one body shaming people?
apparent allegedly, like she was body shaming her dancers and stuff, and it left a very bitter taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
You know, on another level of, you know, we can believe certain things about people or what we see on social media, but we never really know what goes when the cameras go off. You understand? So I really look up to my grandmother and my mother, specifically my mother and my nanny, because my mother was able to go from housewife to widow to working independent woman. And I think emotionally, psychologically, you have to go through different phases.
Yeah.
That's how you're raising 3 children. You know, you have Kamo the brat. You've got 2 older brothers who think they know everything. They're naughty in school. You just lost the love of your life. A lot of things, the balls are falling on you. It's a taxi industry. So she's my role model. She's a very strong, a very beautiful, very independent mother. And I love her to bits. And my nanny, because she raised me as her own. Like, I feel like more like her child and her children are.
Yeah. Are you still in contact with her?
Different. I go to visit her every weekend.
Come, let it go.
I can't.
So look,
I can't. My my mother's name is Miss Cat.
Yeah.
Like my darling Miss Cat.
Yeah.
And then my nanny's name is Mama. Mama.
Oh my word, Manje.
They have to coexist.
Eh,
I know I
I
can't.
Bambelela.
Like people think it's easy just to live life by say emotional support.
Yeah.
There's a hold.
Yeah.
Emotionally, there's that void that maybe angas guys, I'm just maybe gonna le void lebe kaivala kuwe, and you just cannot let go of the
Yep.
void.
Yeah.
It didn't help that she was so close to my father.
Mm.
You understand?
Allegedly.
Oh my word, not like
Close
that.
Not
to
like
my
that, not
father.
like
She was
that,
very
though.
close to my
Not
father.
like
Does your mom like your nanny?
I
Definitely a lot.
Okay.
A lot. My mother understands that she's Miss Cat, and she understands that my nanny is my mother. If my nanny is here, go see Mama eat Miss Cat. It's always been like that, you know.
Yeah, you're
So
closer.
yeah, she also had to give up whatever she was doing and to take care of me as Kamo. So that's why I love her to bits and a lot till this day.
Shout out to the nanny.
Yeah,
Please,
shout out. And she left a lot of, like she injected a lot of confidence in you.
A lot.
Shuti, she never even saw you as a big baby. Do you know mabakhula abantwana kunokuba nalento le ukuthi hey lona uyisidudla. Why does that happen? Mina ngithanda bonke abantwana. Futhi laba bayidudla my favorite. Why do people do that?
I think it just goes back to what society wants to, like, if you believe that this is beautiful, right? And you see yourself as not beautiful and you want to look a certain type of way, and then you see me looking this type of way and being content, it triggers your emotional instability.
Yeah.
Ukuthi why wena
Why?
right ngade
And
we-
waba
There's
happy
something wrong
kanje
with
and
me.
waba muhle uzenzana ne makeup how?
Hurt people.
hurt
Yeah.
hurt people.
Hurt people.
Hurt people. Yeah.
Balimele nabo ngokwabo.
Yeah, bayalimazana. Alrighty. So uyakhula use high school, you go to varsity, uyaqeda uhamba ama-club Kamo.
Definitely.
Your first boyfriend.
I
Okay.
Hayi ngisenza nami lapho.
Ukuthi nje ayibukho utshwala bese uzothi drink or pass or what? Your first boyfriend, like, did you ever feel lento ukuthi yo what if I can appreciating so what if you
No.
compare?
Okay, let me first address the self-esteem issue. I've never had self-esteem issues.
Yo, ngicela
Right?
You are such a
And
good
you know
person,
why?
Yo,
Let me tell you, you know why, ne? It's because, remember, I went to a private school, ne? So in that school, I went there for 13 years straight.
Yeah.
I never got out of that school until, like, college. And I think if there was a university from that school,
You were gonna
I would have
just-
went there.
Yeah.
My parents don't like change. So I grew up in that school, so everyone knew me. I knew everyone. They knew me to this loud, confident, bubbly. And I knew everyone who was new there. I knew all the new teachers. If you're an old teacher, I know. I got there. And Kate Futsi, my principal is also like because he never got out. Even now, he's still there.
Wow.
Yeah, so there was like I was there for a long time. So I cannot be here for a long time. And these people that I went to class with,
Usabajwayele.
sing Bachwayele
Like
from grade
family,
R.
yeah.
Grade R to grade 12, you're not gonna body shame me. Grade 12, you're gonna.
What are you doing?
You see, so we grew up together. You know, so I never got to really experience what body shaming feels like. But I used to see it when men, the boys in my school used to ask other girls out and not me, but would appreciate my personality and my brain. You understand? Yeah. It's like, you know, when someone looks at you and they just wish, this happened in varsity, by the way, they just wish that they could take your personality, your brains,
And they give
put
it to
them
someone else.
in your body. They take mine and put them in your body. Because they're perfect, just not your body.
But why? Maybe minang pila kwenye planet, guys. Yeah?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So, so remember now, in grade 11 when I was starting to club, bang chiva a lot. And people used to be like, I want to club. What's going on? You understand? And then people started taking videos.
Yeah.
Then a particular video trended where I was wearing all white.
I think I know that one.
You probably do.
And
that's where that now body shaming now comes in. Like, people have this mentality.
But in your dating life, you've never.
Maybe when phela yazi ukuthi mesehlukana khishwa nezinye izinto.
We know, but we want to know.
In my dating life, ne?
First boyfriend, silap.
My first boyfriend is Mama, if you're watching this now, I keep Johnny and I don't know only watch when I came on TV.
We don't know. Allegedly.
Allegedly
First boyfriend.
No, this word, it's powerful. This word is powerful. So, first boyfriend, he liked plus size women. But now, you know what the problem with that is? Is that, you know, the plus size community, the men who like plus size women, it's a very small community.
Yeah.
Very small.
So if
And there's also a certain type of plus size women that they like.
Yeah, so literally, if I date this one, I know he dated that plus size.
Yeah.
So it's intersection of, you know, energies. And so what I wanted to say was I only probably got my first boyfriend at grade 12. Yeah, but also I wasn't that active in anything.
Kabo bosochola grade 12.
Yeah.
Angathambe fast.
No.
Nakho bosochola grade 12.
No, but your definition of ukjola is not my definition of ukjola.
Grade 12.
What were you doing? That's all. You understand?
I get you.
The lies.
Yeah, it's in a school.
So uzongicheck kuphi because kuyakhiwa la. Usontaka shembe phela.
Your parents knew why were your parents strict?
Hayi,
They
ba-
knew.
They
You can be dangerous.
Nani inkosi.
No, like, man, why did they trust you? Why were they keeping an eye on you so much?
Oh no, my dad is just like that. I also have an older sister. He was like that with her too. Even with my cousins, like ubaba mbenge namntwana entombazane yetrippini yenzani ngoba etrippini nabafana. Usizohambani lana sonke endlini. Siyan lapho when we are all available.
Yes.
Mina activities in school count me out. Baba magafuni sihambe.
That is so interesting because then, as an elder content creator, how does he take it now?
We've never had a conversation about it. And you can't tell me Uguti, he doesn't know.
Okay.
I don't think he does.
I get that because I've never had a conversation with my father being in the entertainment industry alone.
Oh no, Luvuyo Pela, you should understand. Uguti, even though a parent gunezinto azozola, but
It's hard for them to ask
in your
you
own
also.
way. You are independent.
So there's certain questions.
So even if
he's not accountable anymore
to
to
ask you.
us.
Remember the black parents
Iba offered. Uguti, okay, manje sengizobuza lo muntu, such an old person.
Yeah.
Makahlala nami ayikho le personality leyo, even if. So we've never actually sat and said, no Mthandazo, why are you doing this? No, but.
Yeah. I think also another thing is like they don't want to give you maybe the idea that what you can do this. You understand?
Yeah.
Like people always say, like, how do your parents feel when you go to clubs dressed in a certain way, dressed in a crop top, and you're rocking there? How do they feel? And I'm like, but I've never really sat down with my parents and asked them because I can have my Baba Mkhulu is the one now.
Like a father figure.
Yeah. Must stand. So I've never sat down with him to be like, so how? And I will never do that.
I will never be in that
never do
position
that,
because abantu abadala noma ngabe bangeke babe ne full info mara bayabona. Phela the minute you put something on the internet, wonke umuntu uyabona. You understand ukuthi ngithini? I feel like I'm a parent wethu as content creators. Akulento lokuthi ay badala man. As long as umuntu is safe, ayazi into ayenzayo. Safety comes first in everything.
And I think also, like, we can't have certain conversation with our parents. For example, I can't. If I say this, for example, to my granny, Gogo, I feel like I don't believe in God. Yeah. This is what they hear. Ngumntana kaSathane, ngifuna nje ukuba useqa umgwaqo, ngifuna ukuphuza, angifuna the future. Just because I don't believe in God.
They won't engage you and say why. Uboneni, what?
Yeah.
No, not black.
Pela, guys, remember we're a generation that is woke. We have certain terms of certain things that we believe in, like they're not believing in God. It's either you're an atheist, goth, or whatever the case may be.
So other religions.
So most of them Coco, I don't believe in God. I'm an atheist. Slwane sin less. What kind of animal is that?
Like, also manglonging ba referral we family, like we cousins. So bayamazi umama njengoba ngilokuthi umama yazibeka uthini guys ningaboni ngathi ku awkward. Yazi mina mama ngathini mangathi ngibelieve kuNkulunkulu, angathi ngiqalela ezinye ke ngomthandazo. Asa believe kuNkulunkulu. Yini inkinga? Hayi ngiqalela ezinye usukela phambi kwami like abazali angeke engage and mina nginokuyihalela leyo conversation no mama ukuthi ngike ngimuze ukuthi how deep does she go into thinking about lezinto lezi. You know, because we can't just take life.
You can't even ask why. Like, for example, I can't ask why to my grandmother. Magati, you know, like maybe certain things that happen in the Bible. Mangathi why can mkhana inbuza kakhulu.
Mina mama uvelathi ezinye izinto azibuza.
Same thing. Mina ngabuza question le1. Njengoba nithi akugundela amazipho endlini. Why?
But thou shalt not ask.
Thou shalt.
It's all
But then you're gonna take me to a private school where I'm taught you need to ask why if you don't know. Mangifika la endlini. Shuthi why usale emnyango.
Yeah.
We're a very curious generation.
I think social media plays a big role.
Yeah.
Uchithithwa ekitchen ebusuku ne uthi uyalichannel.
Yeah.
It's the same color. Difference is the taste.
What if you keep it wrong?
Right.
So do you believe in ancestors?
I do. I think I believe in...
Wait, sorry, you believe in ancestors because your dad died?
Yes.
If your dad was a pillar, would you? Okay, let's put it like that. If your dad was alive, would you believe in ancestors?
I would.
Okay.
But I think the one thing or the one factor that contribute the most towards me believing in ancestors is my father.
Dad.
How did you know that? Was that part of your research as a marot?
I know.
As a marot.
How did I know indaba kababakho? How uyakhuluma nje lapha siyabuka phela Kamo. Kamo singama-fans lana siyakubukela sizwe ukuthi oh mfethu this girl. Because you know masibona umuntu ku social media we have a perception yethu. Mina I like to find out. Angifuni ukuba ne picture yami engizicreatela yona because ngizobe ngine picture blank. You understand? But I feel like it's better if umuntu ngiz find out like ask you check your social media.
Yep.
So also believe in ancestors.
You know what? I think so because I believe in ancestors because I know what's become Baba corner and they've lived before. Young understand. For me, having like faith for me is such a hard process. And I really want to be one of those people who say, I believe in God. And you know, once I pray, I feel a lot lighter. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
And I'm honestly,
I
don't.
If I pray, I want more trials and tribulations. Yeah. Give me more struggles.
Because after all, amen.
Yeah. No, not always. But guys, I feel like we